Salutations everybody, it is Matty here today. You know, one of the struggles of being a YouTuber is selectively bringing up a negative news topic. It's not really in the news mail, but you catch on to it and realize, I need to bring this to the audience's attention. It's Creation Club. It's silence. It's actually speaking volumes in an ironic fashion. I went on Fallout 4 for the first time in a while, and I thought to myself, I wonder what's happening with Creation Club only because I haven't heard a thing about it. I go on there and I find out there's a bunch of new content. There's a ton of deals. There's been a lot of changes based off our feedback. Now, I'm not saying this is the Creation Club we wanted. I still think there needs to be a lot more changes to the pricing structure, as well as how much we can buy when it comes to the Creation Club credits. But certain little changes here, like for example, direct call out to the modders. That's exactly what we wanted. Fading Signal, we see he has his own bundle. In a furniture pack, Eleonora, it says she created that. That was one of the things we really wanted, was for people to know which modders they would be supporting. Although it all goes to Bethesda and the modders get paid regardless, people still have their respective loyalty to certain modders because of content they've created in the past. So I thought this was a good move by Bethesda. We also see, for example, the Doom bundle, where conveniently beforehand, the Doom items are placed outside of the $7 range and would force the consumer to pay $15 to afford any of that. Now there's a bundle that's almost as cheap as just the Doom Marine armor itself within the $7 price point, and you could also buy a couple of other things from the Creation Club with it. There are tons of new weapon skins, new power armor, and still some select items are free or heavily discounted. I have to say that this is kind of crazy to me because Bethesda's not talking about these changes at all. Now I wonder if they decided, okay, let's overhaul the system gradually, make these price cuts, make the system look appealing for those who randomly decide to hop in, like myself, and then when they actually launch legitimate content, stuff that actually adds to the game, like maybe a survival mode, which they did in Skyrim, but more than that, like quests, new areas to explore, stuff along those lines, that this system will look a lot better and it'll bring widespread attention to the changes that are put into play. But right now, I found it interesting that the silence on the Creation Club speaks so much volumes. Bethesda has actually heard our feedback, listened, and said, look, you don't like it, it's there, but we're not going to talk about it. And quite honestly, to some extent, despite what content goes there in this very moment right now, I kind of hope it stays that way, because my biggest concern isn't the Fallout 4 and Skyrim right now, but more so the future BGS titles where this system's going to be implemented into. Will there be content cut in order to release it onto the Creation Club? Will Bethesda be making this a forefront to the marketing of this game, like a Creation Club membership or something along those lines? These are little random worries that enter my head. So with them dialing back Creation Club, not talking about it at all, despite making changes to it, changes that are actually positive improvements, I find it quite interesting that they're completely silent on it because they know there's so much hate for the program, almost regardless of what they could do. It's something that I didn't want to resurrect, but I thought to myself that I think Bethesda fans should know that there are changes being made to this. No one's talking about it though. And I don't say that in a positive way. I say that more so in a intrigued fashion, as in I wonder what the future of this system is. It's clear Bethesda still has interest in it because it's there, it's in existence, and they are working on content for it as well as in the future. And we have covered in the past how Creation Club is bringing in larger pieces of content. It's just a matter of time, so I'm curious to see if Bethesda's going to go all out in 2018 and see if they can resurrect the Creation Club, or if they're just going to leave it as is for fans who care about getting new content and actually paying for it. Because with the amount of products out there for both Fallout 4 and Skyrim Special Edition, even if 5% of the audience picked up something from Creation Club, Bethesda's making a pretty penny. So we'll see exactly how that goes. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments down below. Fire away, everybody. Other than that, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. Those links are in the description down below, along with my Patreon. Do consider supporting that as it fuels all the content we create here. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.